now I am with one of my clients. Her name's Mandy Anderson. Mandy, welcome aboard. Thank you for jumping on the Zoom call with me. I appreciate having you on this call and this opportunity to kind of share your story. So, without further ado, give us kind of an intro who you are, and tell us why you got started and what motivated you to get started.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
So, like you mentioned, I'm Mandy, and I've been bouncing back and forth with my weight probably for a good 30 years since I got out of college, um, trying different weight loss programs and whatnot. Um, and I finally had enough about 2 years ago. Me and my husband really enjoy traveling. So of course, with traveling comes flying. And I started feeling really uncomfortable with flying, especially flying by myself because I didn't have my security blanket husband with me to sit beside me.
Sure.
So I would put it off at times, which really made me sad because I really enjoy it. My family lives throughout the US. So in order to go visit them, it usually required a flight as well. So that was the initial reason that I really wanted to focus on getting healthy and losing weight. Then I had also the company I work for, Intermountain, really encourages us to get our yearly checkups, and I had gone to my yearly checkup last February, and she had checked my A1C. And I mean, I've been going to the doctors for years now, and they've always told me that I needed to lose weight, but my blood work was always perfect. And so this was the first time that my A1C actually came back high, and I was pre-diabetic, and she actually put me on meds. So I think that was my real initial reality check, because I had always felt healthy. I had been overweight, but I always felt healthy because my blood work and my blood pressure and all that stuff came back wonderful. So I never really had a whole lot of concerns. So I found you through social media on Instagram. Another individual I had followed was seeing you as well with her husband, and she had great results. And I just felt it was time to jump in and really take it seriously. And that's when I reached out.
So you were motivated by not only by the way you felt, but internally and externally, being on planes, being overweight. That kind of motivates you a little bit more, right? What was your main determining factor why you joined Evolve Culture?
Evolve Culture, I just saw the results that you were getting from people. I had done a similar program in the past, and it worked really well for me. I need structure. I need someone just to say, this is what you need to do. And if you tell me what I need to do, I'm going to do it. So that was why too, is because you are providing a resource and a plan. And it wasn't a diet, it was a lifestyle change. So that really resonated me when I met with you the first time, is that that you mentioned that this wasn't just a short-term thing, that this was going to be forever, and that that was the point, was to make lifestyle changes and to put in processes that you could live with forever.
Love that. Yeah, it's definitely lifestyle. It has to be a lifestyle. It can't be a quick fix.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as your results, I know we've lost about 60 or so pounds. What have you noticed as far as internal health? Like, what have you noticed? Anything that's different? What we call non-scale wins. What's been super motivating for you to see besides just a number?
My energy levels, man, they changed like super quick. I have so much more energy. Before, like, I would always think about, I need to do this and do this and do this and do this, and now I just do it. Like, there's not even a second thought, just because I have the energy, I feel like, and the stamina just to keep going. um and I think that, and with the weight loss, I felt really bloated and like weighed down, like and tension, like in my muscles and stuff like that. And I just feel more relaxed now. Like I don't feel like I have as much or any um, bloating or tightness or in my muscles. So I just feel like I can go now instead of like, okay, convincing myself I can do this one thing and then I get to take a break and then I'll do this other thing and then I take a break. Now I just keep on going and it just, my body just overall feels so much better.
That's awesome. And
Yeah.
we're not even halfway done yet. That's the cool
Yeah.
part is
Yeah.
we have such a more of a journey to go, but it's more motivating now because you've seen the results, you've seen the benefits of living a healthier lifestyle, knowing you can do it, which is really awesome too. You
Yeah.
know, when someone first signs up with me, they don't feel like they can do it, right? Or they deserve to do it, because you don't know me and you don't know that the program's going to work for you. I know it's going to work for you if you follow it, but a lot of people, they don't know it's going to work for them. And once you kind of realize, okay, this actually works for me, like this isn't as hard as I thought it was going to be,
Mhm.
it's more motivating now than it was maybe on day one. And so, because if I follow the plan, if I follow the blueprint Mike set in place, it's going to be easy for me to do long term.
Yes. Yes. Agreed.
So, and I remember one time you sent me a photo of, was it like the seatbelt extender? Was that what it was?
Oh yeah.
Thing?
Yeah.
Talk about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Like that. Yeah. So, I used to have to either, I would always just be embarrassed about requesting a seatbelt extender at first. I wouldn't always need it, but there were at times that I did need it, and I would be so embarrassed. And I did take one flight where I was so embarrassed to ask for one that I didn't, and my seatbelt didn't work, and which obviously isn't safe.
Sure.
Um, so I changed my mindset, and I was like, you know what, you are able to be here. Like you're here, you might as well be safe. Just ask for the seatbelt extender. So I'd always ask for the seatbelt extender. And then, so just recently, we went to Myrtle Beach in September of last year. And my husband was like, well, do you need a seatbelt extender? Because I didn't ask for one. And I was like, I don't think so. And so we sat down and I didn't need the extender and I had inches to spare. And it just felt so, just like, it was just such a relief to feel comfortable sitting there and to feel comfortable knowing that I didn't need to ask for one, um, and that I was never going to go back to that either. So,
Right. I love that. That's the thing of the past now. Seatbelt extenders, you're like, what is that?
yeah.
Now you don't need it anymore as we get smaller and smaller. So
Yes.
see, it's stuff like that that makes my job so amazing to hear. It's small things that seems like it's not a big deal, but to you it is. To people asking for a seatbelt extender, it doesn't seem like a big deal to somebody like me who's never had to do that, obviously. But for someone like you're like, man, I never do that ever again when I fly. That's so rad, to hear that. So I
Mhm.
love that you shared that with me. That's really cool. So, and how much weight have we actually lost as far as the number wise? Is it 65 pounds?
Yeah, 65 pounds fat. Yeah.
65 pounds of fat, right? In under a year. Actually,
Yes.
actually, we just reached our year, was it? What did we not?
Oh yeah. A couple days ago. Yeah.
Right. It's been a year, 65 pounds of fat in a year, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hmm.
So now someone that's on the fence of joining Evolve Culture or just hiring a coach in general, a
Hmm.
lot of people are scared to hire coaches or they don't want to invest in themselves. What would
Hmm.
you kind of say to those people that are on the fence of hiring a professional to kind of show them the ways of eating the right way?
It's definitely worth the cost, health wise for sure. I think we talked about the last time we met that if I hadn't have made this investment in myself, I'd probably be right where I was before, if not worse. Um, the investment is also a form of accountability.
Yeah.
Like I think the meal plans have been super awesome and helped me keep me on track. But that accountability and meeting with you every week really pushed me as well. It helped me stay on track. Um, so your health is definitely worth it. Sometimes it takes that extra push and a little bit of uncomfortable to really see how far you've come and to see that it's worth it. Um, and the tools that you're providing me are stuff that I can use for the rest of my life. It's not just a this week thing or for the next couple months. They're tools that I can use forever and I can keep coming back to. So it's definitely worth the investment.
Yeah, it is. It's funny because I've done this for 12 years and I've given a lot of free programs out to people, and 9 out of 10 people that get free programs don't really treat it like it's like, if you're paying for something, you're willing to put in the work. And if something's free, which means invaluable, a lot of people don't take it seriously, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, having to pay somebody, and I've hired coaches myself for all different types of programs. And when I'm actually paying somebody, they're taking it seriously because
Mm-hmm.
they're getting paid for something, and the person that's paying is also taking it seriously, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, because if I'm giving you a free program, not only maybe you don't take it seriously, but at the same time, I'm going, well, it's free. So anything I do for you is better than nothing, right? And that's a bad mentality to have as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
investing in yourself is super important. And what you're paying for right now, financially wise, is going to benefit you 10 years down the road because you're getting the tools that will never leave your brain.
Yeah.
So, it's definitely a good investment. So that's awesome. Anything else you want to share to anyone, or talk about anything else that's benefited you being on this program and improving your health?
It goes by so fast and it really is so easy. Like that was one of my fears at first too, is that this is going to be so hard. I'm not going to, like, I am very social. I enjoy going out and spending time with friends and going to movies and stuff like that. And so it really scared me that I was just going to be put on this strict diet and my life was going to be boring and whatever. And what I've really enjoyed about it and been surprised by is really how easy it is and how there's still those opportunities to cheat, the one meal or whatever,
Yeah.
and still be able to enjoy your life. That it's and eat foods that you enjoy. Like we always joked about the fact that I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and
And you eat
I
those
have
every day.
yeah, and I get to eat those every day.
Yeah.
So it has been a lot easier than I had expected, and it's gone by so fast. Like a
Yes.
year has flown by. So it's scary, but it's really not as hard as and I had anticipated.
Yeah. And that's for most people, they think they have to like live in a dungeon and be a hermit to like be healthy and fit. In
Mm-hmm.
reality, you can still live your life and eat PB&Js and lose fat. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you sharing your story, Mandy. You're so incredible, and you're honestly motivating for other people. I'm telling you right now, people will watch this and go, "Man, if she can do it, I can do it." And that just trickles down. So it's so awesome because no one's above losing fat. Everyone can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes.
and you still drink alcohol once in a while, like you live your life, and you're still healthy, healthier than you were a year ago, and in a year from now, it's going to be even better. So, I really appreciate you sharing your story, and I look forward to still helping you. Here's to another 60 pounds of fat. You ready for it?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, for sure.
Thank you so much, Mandy.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Perfect.